A teacher has been murdered, leaving her students and family heartbroken. 25-year-old Kaalynn Jackson was shot in DeKalb County over the weekend.
Tonight, we're learning more about the suspect police have arrested. The victim's family is speaking only with News Edge reporter Rob DeRienzo.
Thank you for watching Why I Killed You TV. Please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to this particular YouTube channel. I would greatly appreciate that. Let's talk about, and it's a sad situation, a heartbreaking situation concerning a young special education teacher. Kaalynn Jackson was 25 years old. She was a special education teacher at the Hamilton E. Holmes Elementary School in East Point, Georgia. She was a cheerleading coach as well, a mentor, a daughter, a friend, and she was also weeks away from earning her master's degree in special education. But on the night of April the 19th, 2025, everything would change. After a family Easter gathering, an argument would break out between Kaalynn and her girlfriend, Janai Colbert, inside their shared home at DeKalb County. According to reports, after the fight escalated, Colbert shot Kaalynn. Wounded and desperate, Kaalynn managed to make it to her roommate's room, gasping that she had been shot. She was then rushed to Grady Memorial Hospital. Despite emergency surgery, she did not survive. Janai Colbert was arrested at the scene and is now facing malice murder charges. She is currently being held without bond at the DeKalb County Jail. Let's run this clip.
They hate you. You're gonna die. I don't want to do this.
A teacher has been murdered, leaving her students and family heartbroken. 25-year-old Kaalynn Jackson was shot in DeKalb County over the weekend.
Tonight, we're learning more about the suspect police have arrested. The victim's family is speaking only with News Edge reporter Rob DeRienzo.
Hours after hosting a joyful family reunion in her DeKalb County home, 25-year-old special education teacher Kaalynn Jackson lay dying from a gunshot wound to the chest. Her last words revealing her killer was none other than her girlfriend, Janai Colbert. The woman whom the Jackson family had made family now stood accused of murdering their bundle of joy, transforming a day of celebration into an enduring nightmare and exposing the deadly reality that sometimes lurks beneath seemingly loving relationships. Kaalynn Jackson was a devoted educator and coach, known for her deep commitment to helping children, particularly those with special needs, at Hamilton E. Holmes Elementary School in East Point, Georgia. At just 25 years old, she was not only an teacher, but also a cheerleading coach, recognized for her infectious smile and the warmth she brought to her family, colleagues, and students. Kaalynn was in the midst of pursuing a master's degree in special education from Grand Canyon University, with her graduation only weeks away at the time of her death. Her family described her as always striving to uplift those around her. Crystal Gray, her older sister, recounted the deep bond they shared. Jackson and her sister Crystal were very close and considered each other best friends, even having matching tattoos. The Jackson family was a close-knit unit, gathered frequently for celebrations and milestones. Kalynn's mother smoked proudly of her daughter's passion for helping children in need, especially those who required extra support in the classroom. The family's recent reunion at Kalynn's home brought an atmosphere of joy and reconnection that had been long overdue, setting a poignant backdrop to the tragic events that followed. Janai Colbert, age 24 at the time, had been Kalynn's girlfriend and lived with her in a home on Derwin Brown Drive, DeKalb County, Georgia. By all outward appearances, Janai had been accepted into the Jackson family's inner circle. Kalynn's mother even stated, "We took her in her home, we made her family." Within their relationship, however, lay complexities and escalating tensions. Court records would later reveal a pattern of domestic violence, indicating that underneath the facade of harmony ran a current of unresolved conflict and harm. Although much of Janai's early life and personal background remains obscured from public view, what is clear is that her presence in the household was significant, and her relationship with Kaalynn was meaningful, yet fraught with challenges. The family's acceptance of Janai heightened the sense of betrayal and shock when the tragic event occurred. On the day of the incident, Kalynn's home became a locus of family joy, as relatives gathered for a long-awaited reunion, a celebration that included both close kin and Janai. The occasion not only marked a rare moment of unity, But Kaalynn had also organized a celebration of life for her grandmother only hours earlier, further underscoring her strong familial bonds and dedication to those she loved. According to family members, the gathering was harmonious, with no tension. There was no arguing. There was nothing, as described by Crystal Gray. No one, not even those closest to Kaalynn Lee, could have predicted the darkness lying ahead. As the evening settled and the household quieted following the joyful gathering, a sequence of tragic events quickly unfolded. At around 10 p.m. on April 19, 2025, police would later recount being called to the home on Derwin Brown Drive after a report of gunfire. The catalyst for the violence appears to have been an escalating argument between Kaalynn and Janai. According to the account pieced together by investigators and family, a roommate overheard the sound of heated words, followed by a single loud gunshot from the couple's bedroom. Court records later indicated the couple had argued about Janai lying on the floor during the party, and Kaalynn assisted her to their bedroom while the roommate looked on. Moments later, the gunshot was heard, and Kaalynn, desperately wounded, managed to stumble from her room to seek help from the roommate, collapsing in his arms and telling him that Janai had shot her. The DeKalb County officers responded to the 911 call around 10:16 p.m., whereupon they found Kaalynn badly injured with a gunshot wound to the chest. She was rushed to Grady Memorial Hospital for emergency surgery, but unfortunately succumbed to her injuries. The incident not only shattered the family, but left the community in disbelief that such horror could be visited on someone so young and beloved. At the scene, police arrested Janai Colbert and booked her into the DeKalb County Jail on charges of malice murder. When questioned by officers, Colbert appeared dazed, telling them she did not know what had happened, but admitted it would be her fingerprints on the gun. She reportedly uttered, "Jackson made me do it," a statement captured by officers' body camera footage and highlighting the convoluted, emotionally charged context of the relationship.
25-year-old Kaalynn Jackson was a teacher at Hamilton Holmes Elementary School in East Point. Her murder has left her mother in shock right now.
I can't go to sleep. I can't go to sleep because if I go to sleep, it's going to be too real. You know, it's going to be too real.
Police in DeKalb County have arrested 24-year-old Janai Colbert. They say she shot and killed Jackson in their home on Derwin Brown Drive Saturday night.
We took something that held us together.
Jackson's family says she and Colbert were in a relationship. Colbert's been charged with malice murder.
We took her in our home. We made her family.
They were fine. Just minutes before it happened.
Michelle Jackson, Kaylynn's mom, says right before she was killed on Saturday, she just planned a big celebration of life for her grandmother.
I really appreciate everybody coming out, man.
In my phone,
Yes.
I was typing a message to her. The first part of it to tell her words cannot express how proud I was of what you did. I didn't get a chance to fix it before I got that phone call from my son.
That call was when she learned about what happened to Kaalynn. Jackson says her daughter's profession, working in special education and as a cheerleading coach, was her life's passion.
My baby wanted to help kids, especially kids that needed extra guidance.
Her smile was it was infectious.
As Jackson's mother prepares to lay her daughter to rest, she's still trying to process all of this.
I know I need to sleep, I know I need to rest, but I can't do it right now.
Reporting for Fox 5 News, I'm Rob DeRienzo.
And school administrators sent messages home to parents informing them of Jackson's death. They're now offering counseling and grieving students.
With Colbert in custody and the investigation underway, the motive behind the fatal shooting remained murky. Authorities declined to reveal additional details, citing ongoing inquiries. What was clear, however, was the evidence of a history of domestic violence between the couple, further complicating the narrative and deepening the tragedy for all involved. Kalynn's family, deeply wounded, grappled with the random agony of loss. Her mother expressed her devastation, saying, "You took something that held us together. If I go to sleep, it becomes too real," capturing the profound suffering brought by sudden violence. The broader school community was equally affected. Fulton County Schools notified parents and provided grief counseling resources, underlining the far-reaching implications for teachers, students, and families shaken by Kalynn's passing. Kaalynn was clearly a remarkable young woman whose light touched countless lives. As a dedicated teacher, a passionate advocate for children with special needs, and a cherished daughter, sister, and friend. The love she poured into her students and her family speaks volumes about her beautiful spirit. May you...
They hate you. You're gonna die. I don't want to do this.